Okay. All right. What is going on, everybody? I hope everybody's having a great day. First and foremost, I want to apologize for the lack of content that's been on this channel for the last few days. It's been kind of a little bit crazy behind the scenes. But other than that, huge win yesterday, by the way. Mark Canna coming in huge once again. He's been incredible in high leverage all year. What was it? Tying 3-run homer in the 7th inning. Go ahead home run in the top of the 9th. Back and forth game. Did not look like we had it. Jose Butto did not look like he was ready to take the major league mound. Started off tough. In the middle, it wasn't amazing, but it was good enough to get to that 4th inning. And then, of course, Alec Boehm took him deep. Missed a few pitches, and it definitely cost him a lot, but I don't know. I don't think he's full-on ready to be a major league starter yet. But other than that, I mean, we were taxed, and that's something that happened. As I'm just getting word from Twitter right now that Conor Gray, he pitched in AAA this year. He does have a locker in the Mets clubhouse right now, so it's possible that he might get maybe some innings out of the bullpen because we're going to need a collective group of them. One guy I do want to talk about, Nate Fisher. This guy comes out of nowhere. He was an accountant, I think. What did they say? It was like he was an accountant last year. He was a this, he was a that. I don't know what it was. Comes in 3 scoreless innings. Did he pitch the greatest? No, but he got the job done. He saved, multiple innings that the bullpen probably could have had to chug along with Jose Butto having a 4-inning start. And that's something that we're gonna have to see. A lot of these guys that we don't really know, but they're gonna get their decent amount of outings. We saw Rob Zastrinsky. We saw obviously Steven Nagosic, but you've seen him multiple times this year. There was another pitcher that we had out there, Sam Clay. That was one. Jose Butto, obviously, like I said. There was one other guy, I think, that I did not mention. But oh well. But other than that, I mean, we pitched a lot of guys that probably had no business being there in the stretch of this last week. And, even though it didn't go well in Atlanta, took 3 out of the 4 from Philly, continue to torture them. What did we take? 14 of the 19 games that we played this year. So, I mean, Philly, we've had their number. It's been a battle with Atlanta. We knew it was going to be a battle with Atlanta from the start. And then, of course, the rest of the division being teams that most likely lay down against us. And that's really pretty much been it. We all know that the main fact is that with this division, whoever has the best record against the division has won the division for the past, 8, 9, 10 years. And the Mets have the best record against the NL East this year. So, everything's looking good. History is looking to repeat itself. We're hoping that is the case. And that's really just where we're going from here. We've had so much chaos in these past 7 days. And now, today, we go on to the Bronx to face the Yankees. So you think chaos is done? It is not done. We are less than 40 games left in the season. And now we still got tons of chaos to go. Division, we all know was going to be a bloodbath through the end. It was going to be between the Mets and Braves. That's been a given. They beat us out. Could you say that they kind of got bailed out by a lot of injuries that happened to us in Atlanta? Maybe. It's possible. But we just have to keep moving along. It's a 162-game season. That's just really what happens. It stinks to see that, a lot of guys that we went down and seeing our rotation just kind of, not all 5 guys can be healthy at once, it seems like. I got a guy, the guys from the top, our top 3, and Jake, Max, and Bassett. We're hopefully that's something that hopefully they stay healthy. We know Bassett is gonna try and push for those 200 innings like he usually does. And Max is Max, and then Jake, it's all about him staying healthy. I don't think that I don't know if he's gonna pitch tomorrow, Jake, mainly because he got stretched out to 95 pitches. That's usually the typical for a starter, but not for Jacob deGrom, who's been injured a lot recently. So we'll see what goes on from there. It's still TBA. Taijuan Walker might take that start. I'm going to be upset if it is the case because, I mean, Subway Series. I'm trying to showcase our top two. That would be nice. I'm not trying to let up a lot, and that's pretty much it. I just want to keep on winning. I think we can win this series. Yeah, I really hope that we can. I think it's very possible. Again, Domingo Germán is definitely not the top tier pitcher that everybody thinks he is. He's also a piece of shit human being, so maybe they can take out some anger on him for some reason. I don't know why they'd be angry at him, but he's kind of an asshole. And then Frankie Montas, who's going to be pitching the next one. That will probably not, who's been struggling, but, he's still a good pitcher. And, tons of pitchers have gotten on track facing the Mets, so we never know. Budo is better as a reliever. Yeah, it's possible that it is because he is more of a two-pitch pitcher. I think there's only really most effectiveness from him with two pitches. He's still developing a full-on repertoire, so maybe it's possible that he does move to the bullpen in that sense. But hey, I don't know. As for Conor Gray, I know that he's been good recently in AAA. I know he started off pretty tough, but you're just gonna be seeing a lot of these arms that gets recycled throughout AAA, whether it's gonna be from AAA or whether they pick them up off waivers or stuff like that. Hayden, what's going on, man? Nice to see you here. Conor Gray's 28 years old. He kind of started off, a little bit slow, and then he's kind of picked it up recently. He's pitched 93 innings in AAA this year. And we'll see. Again, like AAA and the major leagues, coming out of the bullpen, there's always some great adjustments that you can make to go well. He's obviously been kind of set up to be a starter, but coming out of the bullpen, he could be one guy to give us multiple outings in a week if we need him. 28 years old, 6 foot 180 pounds. A little lanky guy, whatever. But he's all right. He's quality, I'd say, somewhat. We were fleeced. Zapucki got, to be honest, getting rid of JD Davis was something. Will the Yankees seek revenge and sweep the Mets too in the Bronx? The Mets have done pretty well in the Bronx recently, so we'll see what happens. I think Scherzer versus Germán is definitely a matchup that the Mets have the upper hand in. So we'll see what happens. I would love to have Jake pitch the second game, but that still has yet to be announced, like we said. But yeah, so yeah, Conor Gray, big ground ball guy, doesn't throw that hard. Soft contact type of guy. One of Epler's favorite type of pitchers. Soft contact manager. So that's something that they're just adding to the recyclable guys of AAA that you can maybe trust, because the depth is thin, and it stinks because the bullpen is really just not look good. I wanted them to kick up Ken Giles, maybe somewhat give him a chance. But no, I guess not. Can Nate Fisher be our lefty? I don't know if Nate Fisher is going to stay here for a while. I think he pitched well for what he was supposed to do, but I don't think there's really anything special about him. But if there comes to a point where instead of Jose Budo need someone to start, Nate Fisher can do it. He can go multiple innings, and he can be maybe that 3 to 4 inning opener. We're gonna have to string over these types of games. You're not gonna get what you want full on 100%. It's 162 games, and most likely with good teams, 60, 70 of them don't go your way. And that's just how it is. And you're just going to have to improvise. And that's really how it is. Okay. Where's the Rhino? I don't know where the Rhino is. Y'all can bug him on Twitter and see if he wants to get on here. But other than that, I'm pretty much flying solo for today. I will be eventually, and I don't know when this is going to start. Kevin really mapped this stuff out yet, but I will probably be doing, maybe a video a week of some like statistical things going on with this team. I have a few written down and a few different things that I do want to do. So let me know if you guys want to see something like that. But other than that, I mean, currently we're just moving along. This team has played fantastic. They have looked so good. They've fought, so many different types of things this year. And, all you got to do is tip your cap. There's obviously been some stressful moments. We all know they were going to come. But again, like we said, this is a long 162 game grind, and that's just how it is. Do want to talk about Beatty for a second because I'm seeing a lot of worries about him. Do a watch party. I don't think that will ever happen unless it's the playoffs. Might do one during the playoffs, but really have not mapped that out yet. Beatty, I understand, he's kind of cooled off in these last few plate appearances he's gotten. It's just kind of just what you're really seeing is a rookie. He's adjusting to major league pitching. Good thing is that he doesn't look completely lost against it. He's putting the ball in play. And that's basically what you're looking at. Kind of just needs to lift the ball currently. And that's been one of his problems throughout his minor league career. But I'm not full on worried about him. Again, he's batting 8th in this lineup. Maybe if he wants to be pull happy, this is a lefty's ballpark in the Bronx. So maybe he can have some breakout moments for us to start off this series. 2 games set in the Bronx tonight. To say I'm 100% confident, who knows? But, Yankees have been on a skid recently. They have not really been playing well, but I've seen tons of struggling teams find their mojo against the Mets. So I'm not full on claiming these 2 victories for the Mets 100%. Oh, man. Okay. So, by the way, everybody in here right now, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all those things. Links are in the description. You guys know the drill, but I have to say it in order to remind a lot of people because when you do that, it really helps the channel out, and that's it. That's something that is really big for us. A rookie playing like a rookie. Well, here's the thing. He stinks. Have I heard of Sports Talk Atlanta? I have heard of him, and I'm glad I've kind of stayed away from him for the most part. He's an antagonizer. I think he's there to troll, and that's it. I respect half of it, and then part of it it's just like, okay, if I've had enough of this, I've had enough of it. And he's there to get under your skin. That's literally what it is. I don't have full on hatred for really anyone. Except, a few maybe select people, but at the end of the day, listen, he's there to troll. He's really not that big of a deal. You can always mute him. You can always block him. That's the amazing feat of the internet. There's tons of options that you have, and that's about it. Listen, he's doing his thing, and that's it. That's his thing is, trash talking Mets fans. And if he wants to do that, he can go ahead and do that. He made a joke of Ozuna DUI equals World Series title. Sure. If we get to 375 subs, I'll join up. Guys, don't get to 375 subs because I don't really need a headache right now. That's basically how it is. Conor Gray is with the Mets at Yankee Stadium. No word yet on a potential roster move. Okay. Still have not gotten a update on Tomas Nido. They said that they were eventually trying to see him in the Philly series. He did not show up. Even though Michael Perez has, had a few decent moments for us, his defense has really flashed out, and then he's had a few big hits for us in this small sample size. Um, but other than that, I mean, I think, the catching situation, it's going to be a catching situation like no other um, until a guy like Francisco Alvarez heats up in AAA. We thought for a moment there he was gonna get going and catch fire, but he's just kind of moving along very slowly, and that's the main reason why I wanted to see him get some ABs in AAA. Kenyon Drake got cut. Yeah, I saw that. He'll probably go to a team that can use him as an RB1 because we already have one, so it's whatever. Kind of saw that one coming, especially when they drafted a running back and let Jalen Richard go. But other than that, not talking about football right now, because screw football. This is about baseball right now. But yeah, I think we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait and see what Francisco Alvarez has until um, until September 1st, which I personally believe that he's not going to get called up. Vientos could get called up. It's very possible that he will be. I'm not 100% high on him as I am with, Beatty or Alvarez or Alex Ramirez. But you know what? If they want to call him up, they can call him up. Go ahead. I mean, it's whatever. I don't have a personal vendetta against him. It's just, I'm not a big fan. Just, if I'm not high on a player, I'm not high on a player. And I'm just going to be completely honest. And that's how it is. I just pulled a Diamond Syndergaard. Cool. That's nice. Well, that one can probably, does that one have velocity? Because the one that we're seeing before our very eyes in real life doesn't. So, whatever. But yeah. But other than that, I mean, there's just been so many heroes on this team recently. I think it's just been something that we've really just seen a lot of guys, we've seen a lot of guys step up. And that's really just been one of the key points where we have a team that we have, players that, they can play to that high stake. And that's something that we've really kind of lacked in these last few years. And that's the way that we scratch out wins of teams that, sometimes we have no business winning these games and we end up winning because that's what good teams do. And that's really just been one thing that we've seen with this team, all year. And they're taking they're not taking the 162 game season as a challenge. They're taking it as, how it is. But yeah. Oh, shut up already. Stop the trolling. Okay. But other than that, I'm just trying to make sure there's any news that I did not miss. Just making sure there's any news out here. I do want to we'll go over to the lineup real quick. Mets lineup. Still got Beatty batting 8th. I know that. It's Nimmo, Marte, Lindor, Alonso, Vogelbach, McNeil, Canna, Beatty, and McCann. Michael Perez probably should have got the start today. I'm not going to lie, but you'll probably want a catcher that's really been involved with Scherzer before, so I understand that. Even though it is extremely frustrating watching James McCann even though he's batting 9th, he really just makes it so difficult to watch him. Again, like I've said, I need Francisco Alvarez to heat up in order to, change this whole catching situation. And if that doesn't happen, we're stuck with him at this point. McCann's useless. He really is. You can I know we make jokes about this all the time, amongst the four of us on here and everybody, but like it's not even funny at this point. Like he really is just useless and he's really just become a real massive minus to this team. And he's even worse than I expected him to be from the start from when we signed him. This is like just uncompetitive, useless. If he has a big night, he has a big night, but can he actually do it consistently? No. So he's already proven that he can't do that, and he's fucking useless. I don't know what to say anymore. And I can't wait till he's gone. I really can't. I just want this whole catcher position to be completely changed, and that's it. Other than that, McCann kick rocks, keep Perez, and call up Alvarez. I give it a little bit more with Alvarez. I think Alvarez has more of a chance of making it next year than this year. Just because of the position he plays. He probably would be up right now if he was not a catcher. But they just want to take that slow with the catcher position, and I fully understand that. He's 20 years old. But yeah. Brad Hand's mom. No, she did not. She's a loser. All right. Fucking Brad Hand's mom. Imagine having your mom fight your battles for you. Like, that's just like weak shit. Absolute weak shit. Like, that's ridiculous, man. And Brad Hand does suck. He's like the most fraudulent reliever in the world. And that I will stand by that statement. And it's just true. Yeah, Brad Hand stinks. Like, just get out of here. Enough with this crap. But yeah. Other than that, I do want to see one other thing of other guys that they have. Also, Alvarado is actually solid. I don't know if the Mets can really hit him, but he's just wild. That's just how he is. He's just really wild. But when he can throw a strike, he can be effective. But he just throws so freaking hard that, from the left side, sometimes he doesn't know where that ball's going. Robertson sucks. He's old. Yeah, I mean, if he shows his age, he shows his age. That's just how relievers are. And that's pretty much what we're looking at with him. I would have liked him to add to the Mets bullpen, especially with just, so many of these arms just being so inconsistent, so just nerve-wracking to watch. Michael Givens, I like him overall. I like Michael Givens overall, but like I just don't think he's the answer to this bullpen, and that's just a fact. I don't really think that. I really don't think Michael Givens is like that one main guy. I was like, oh, we got to get him. He's got to be our main guy to get the bridge to Diaz, and he just really has not been it. Trevor May is a disaster. I think I speak for everyone that Trevor May needs to go. And I think that it's very possible that he could be designated for assignment. If they can DFA Cano, they can DFA anyone. And I think Trevor May, it's very possible that could happen because he's a disaster. He really is a disaster. He has been the most disappointing signing out of the entire, Cohen era. You can talk about McCann all you want, but, Trevor May's been a disaster. He's been an absolute disaster. And I don't even know what to say anymore. I've tried to give him the benefit of the doubt many times. But at this point, I don't even know what to say anymore. The guy is a lost cause. Joely Rodriguez, if he chooses to throw strikes, then, that's when he can actually be dominant. That'd be nice. Trevor Williams has been good as a swingman, starting and being a reliever. Diaz has been Diaz. Ottavino, he's had a few, nervous outings, but he's Ottavino again. But he's 36 years old. How long have you can really think so? You can really rely on him fully, but I think that there's just way too many holes in this bullpen to be really comfortable with anybody going out here, and that's the main reason why they're calling so many of these guys up. Granted, we do have the injuries. We have Tommy Hunter out, and John Curtis we did sign, and he has not thrown a pitch for us yet, but he will be back after recovering from Tommy John surgery. I don't think Steven Nagosic will be back. Sean Reed fully, obviously, he has been undergone Tommy John surgery. He won't be back anytime soon. We still really haven't heard like a full-on update about Drew Smith, and that's just really been it. Joey Lucchesi just made his rehab start yesterday. I think it was a scoreless inning, 1 hit or whatever. That's fine. Tyler McGill, we still haven't really heard most after he threw that bullpen session. So there's a lot of arms that they have, but again, we've said this millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of times. They're relying on these guys to stay healthy, and you just don't know if that's going to be a deal breaker for this team. But all I can say is that if you're looking at this team and from weaknesses and from everything, this bullpen can be the biggest reason for why we lose and why we go out. They didn't address it enough at the deadline. They didn't address it on the waiver wire. So, banking on these guys, the RJ Alvarez guys and the Rob Zastrinsky guys, the Nate Fishers, that just can't happen. And that's just something that you're going to be just crossing your fingers for. And it stinks watching this type of stuff, but what are you going to do? Bryce Harper's scheduled to make a rehab assignment. Good for him. He's coming back, and maybe he can help the Phillies out. Good for him. But yeah, we'll see what Conor Gray's got. Adonis Medina, is another one. David Peterson. I don't even know what to say about him at this point. Mike Montgomery, guys like Jordan Yamamoto. I just don't. I just don't think it's deep enough, and you're walking a very thin tightrope with this pitching staff, and you just hope everything goes well, and that's it. That's all you're really looking for. Now, as for Conor Gray, I did not know this. I've known about him for a while, but I did not know he threw a perfect game while he was in the Diamondback system in 2017. So that's pretty cool. Vientos is hot. He is red hot right now. Hopefully he can keep it going. So I think you'll see him in September. I think it's possible, especially if you're seeing Darren Ruff kind of just put up these uncompetitive at-bats like you've kind of seen him in this small sample with the Mets. Since they traded for him, I think they're probably going to keep Darren Ruff in the position that he's in. And maybe, it might be, DFA Yalmer Sanchez, and then you call up, you DFA Yalmer Sanchez, and then you call up Vientos. That's probably what they're going to do. Darren Ruff, they gave up a lot for. So, hopefully he gets going. I personally am not impressed with the guy. I'm going to tell you right now, but you know what? It's a bat. It's a guy that can kill lefties, but it's just like not the ideal guy where I'm like, nah, I'm like, yeah, okay, this guy is going to protect Alonso. Vogelbach, I know can, but for Ruff, the verdict is still out on him. And that's just weird for me. Conor Gray sucks. All right. Well, we don't know what he's going to do. So again, but yeah. Ruff can't bat after Pete in a playoff game. Yeah, probably not. But hey, we want to settle for mediocrity. We can settle for mediocrity. We've done it for a long time, and proudly have done it. Just I don't know, man. There's just pieces on this team that are really frustrating, and that's just something that I really just want to complete. But you know what? If you can't have a roster of 26 players that are, able to play playoff caliber games, I mean, I don't know. There's still holes on this team, even though they have had, these great a lot of success. Even though they've had tons of success, I don't think, matched up to other teams, I don't know if this is gonna full on settle, and that's it. We'll see what happens. No one cares, bro. Like, get this shit out of here. I don't care, bro. I don't give a shit. If you're not that busy, get your ass in here. Stop being a useless weirdo. But yeah, they're gonna have to fix a lot that goes on with the bullpen coming this off season, and if they don't, then we'll see. You have a lot of free agents, like we've said all the time, constantly. But it could look fun 100% different, but they're gonna have to fix, the 100%, um the guys who, what was I gonna say? Shit. They're gonna have to replace, a lot of the main arms in that bullpen. We know that, but they're also gonna have to build up the depth as well because they can't get by with what they have right now. Coming towards the future. Sign Judge. That's not gonna. I don't think Judge is gonna be a Met. I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm not willing to. I'm not willing to bank on just letting Nimmo walk with the chance of signing Judge. I think Soto's probably the better guy in right field to go after, but that'll be in a few years. But they will have a chance to do that. I think Soto's probably have a better chance of getting Soto than Judge long term. So, we'll see. Just pull the Diamondbacks Fried. I mean, yeah. Cool. Should he sell it? I don't know. I mean, he's a Brave. Fuck the Braves, right? Let's see. Where is the Rhino? I don't know where he is. It's not my problem. He's just gonna hijack the stream. He'll probably come in here eventually, but yeah, everybody in here right now. I only see 3, 4 likes. Guys, like up the stream. We got 20 people in here. Get those likes up. It'd be great. It's free. Just press that button. And if you don't do it, you'll be held hostage. That's all I got to say. Carson, do you think that Carrasco is in the bullpen come playing of time? It's possible because you probably only need 3 or 4 pitchers. And he could be that 5th guy, and maybe they're going to try to ease him in. But we'll see. I mean, I do like him as, postseason experience. He does have that, and maybe he could be a guy out of the bullpen to take maybe the Trevor Williams role, and maybe we have a bunch of guys because, again, we do have an older staff. So, we do have to be careful. I would much rather want to put Carrasco on the mound over Taijuan Walker, but what do I know? But all I can say is DeGrom, Max, Bassett, those 3, I'm confident in those as big game pitchers. 100%. Can Diaz win the Cy Young? It's possible. Relievers have won it before, but this is a historic year that he's having. Probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest, reliever season you're seeing. It's possible. I don't think it's gonna happen with all the pitching talent that there is from the starter but we'll see. I don't know. It's possible. I don't know. Any updates on Lucchesi? He made a rehab outing yesterday in St. Lucie. Alcantara got shelled yesterday. Yikes. I don't know. Maybe Diaz is the favorite. But he definitely should be in top 10 for it. Let alone top 5, maybe. Yeah. Updates on Lucchesi. He did a rehab stint yesterday. Pitched 1 inning. Gave up a hit. Struck out a batter. Walked a batter. 15 pitches. Fastball was up to 91, and he threw 5 curves. So, again, the results are something that you don't really worry about. It's kind of just how they feel after the rehab, and that's it. Ooh, excuse me. All right, so yeah, Lucchesi, we hope to get back. He could be another lefty reliever that we have in there because Joely Rodriguez is a mess. But yeah, I really hope that they, figure out somewhat of a type of thing going on here, and that's it. That's what I want them to figure out, something with this pitching staff, because they need options. They really do. I know it seems like they have a lot of quantity of all these random ass arms, but these guys are not going to sustain down the stretch. It's just not going to happen. Rob Zastrinsky, maybe he gets a few good outings or whatever, but you're not going to put him on the playoff roster unless your bullpen and rotation is 100% injured to shit. It's not going to happen. So they definitely need to find guys who can be pieces for them in the in the postseason, and that's basically what you're looking at. Fucking this idiot's here. All right, well, what does he want? I don't know why this isn't. What do you want? He's not popping up. Oh well, he'll reconnect. Okay, so yeah, the Rhino's in here. Okay, so I don't understand why they trust in these guys. Let's stinking into it. I don't know. I think it's one of just like, again, if prices are high, but come on, like, just do something, add something. And they haven't add anything. I understand guys need to get healthy, but like, you're at you're at your wit's end with this bullpen. It's just like, I understand, like, but and listen, when the pitching staff is fully healthy, they're really good. It's really good, but you can't rely on it. It can't happen. Dominic Smith in AAA, excuse me. In AAA, he's doing okay. He hasn't been really anything special, but who knows? If they're asking for our top 3, then that's why we don't budge. They weren't. That was the thing. They weren't. So, whatever. I'll take Ken Giles over RJ Alvarez. Are you sure? Yeah, I definitely would. RJ Alvarez is a mess. He's been a mess. You all know I religiously watch minor league baseball. He was a mess in AAA all year, and he was a mess when they put him out there. So, guy can't even get the ball over the plate. And that's something that I hate. I need guys who can actually throw the fucking ball over the plate. And that's it. That's all I need. I need guys that can actually throw a strike. And that's what I'm looking at. Fernando Rodney, is that who you're saying? I mean, Fernando Rodney had some decent years, but nothing special. Yeah. He's nothing crazy to get worked up about, but but yeah, I'll take I would have took Ken Giles, and I guess not. Remember Alex Torres? How can I forget the sexy padded hat? Give me John Roush. No. Yeah, I don't know. There's relievers available, and they can do it, but we're just not seeing it, and it's kind of just been a little aggravating. John Roush was tall. That's all he had for us. He wasn't that good. I think Nate Fisher, if they were to activate Conor Gray or whatever, he has a locker room or whatever. He has a locker for us. right now, if they were to let's see if he's there we go.
There you go. Okay. No, I couldn't see. You were not loading for me for like the last time. I was like, what the hell?
They were seeing on the screen. So you're here at 40 minutes. You're late. Go fuck yourself. Do you forgive Luis Castillo for his blunder in the Subway Series? I don't think anybody really does. I think we all can really get over it at this point.
The only reason I'm here, only reason I am here is because this.
Aren't you glad he cut out of it after that? That's great. No, Frank's got the grudges like the old man. I personally don't care. I don't even really remember that happening, to be honest. But
oh yeah, that didn't happen. That never happened. That never happened.
Who cares at this point?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. So how do you feel about Mark Canha now?
What a cliffhanger! I mean, again, everybody can hit 2 homers in a game. It's okay, Luis Castillo did that. Speaking of the devil, so everybody can hit in CBP. It's not like, oh my god, gee golly willikers. Like, it's clutch. Where the hell were you the last 3 months of the year? You
gotta learn how to give. You have to learn how to give credit to people.
Nah, you get credit when you win.
You have a problem.
When you win one of these, I'll give you credit. If he shows up in a month and a half or 2 months from now, if we're there, then he'll get his credit. Regular season games against Philadelphia. Come on. We're doing the same thing against the Nationals next year.
And then Brett Beatty will homer. You'll tattoo it on your ass.
No, I don't like tattoos. I'm white. I don't like tattoos. I don't like needles, so I'm not getting tatted. No. It's a game-winning homer, maybe to win the World Series. It's a difference.
You see how like everything can be solved by just turning off the radio or turning off Twitter, or turning off this. It's like, come on now.
Just
I've seen worse.
Yeah, I have I have a lot of words muted on Twitter. I don't see them. I have the word Braves muted. I have the word Yankees muted. I have Michael K muted.
And what do you see?
Muted and people muted.
Then what do you see?
A lot of wrestling.
Just you.
A lot of wrestling. A lot of Chick-fil-A. Your dumb tweets on your burner and your new one. Frank. Outback, Chili's. That's about it.
Fucking loser. It says that Taiwan Walker's projected to go tomorrow.
Also, Derek, I do see Derek Carson because I love seeing his wrong takes. Lots of rhinos as well. Thank you, Theo. I also have. I do
crawled into my ear. That's great.
Dude, what the hell is wrong with you? How do you had an earpiece in? How the hell does anything get in there? I know you got some Dumbo wings, but Jesus.
I wish I could tell you, but I wish I could tell you. So yeah, Taiwan Walker. Yeah.
I mean, your ears, give you Wi-Fi, but Jesus.
Stop with the Reggie Miller jokes.
Have we still got no notification of who's getting DFA'd or whatever for Gray or whatever?
I think he's just on the taxi squad. But it's nice to see these new guys, right? They're not bad. ESPN or Apple TV. They all just blob. They all go into their own blob, to be honest. I'll tell you right now. They all equally suck.
I'm the same for you, but yeah, I'll be let's see something.
Thoughts on Carmelo's tenure in New York? Why? I mean, yeah, I love Melo, but I mean, it's the Mets show right now. If I can describe it in one word,
Apple TV commentator.
If I describe Carmelo's tenure in New York in one word, it would be
shooting. Did a lot of shooting.
No.
Shot the ball a
Wouldn't
lot.
be shooting. It would be. I'm trying to figure out a word for like. I'd say discredited. That's probably one.
Complex with a 7. I like that.
I'd say it's I'd say it was discredited a lot. He definitely got treated worse than he should have been. Yeah. But hey,
Yeah.
what else?
He let Roy Hibbert block his shot. And that's the only reason he's not remembered. Fucking Roy Hibbert.
Stop it. Okay.
Lance Stevenson was locking his ass up.
Please
Stop.
stop. Please stop. Okay. Fucking.
How do you like literally? He was just like Patrick.
Fucking
He was just like
nightmares.
Patrick. He couldn't beat the damn Pacers. Of course, the Pacers beat him again. Like Jesus.
He did.
Roy
Patrick
Hibbert was
beat
the
the
new
Pacers.
freaking
What are you
Reggie Miller.
talking about? Ewing beat the Pacers and the Pacers beat him. They both beat each other. Like, get the fuck out of here. Okay. Oh God. Meanwhile, instead of talking about Melo, let me get your thoughts on this, okay?
Probably not, but okay.
I'm gonna get your fucking thoughts right now.
Bro,
Okay?
Michael Jordan's gonna be in PGA 2K23. That's crazy.
No one cares, dog. No one cares.
Yeah,
No one gives a shit. All right, so let me get your opinion on this. Okay? Okay. Now, out of everyone of the DFA
there's a lot of people.
candidates, right? I'd say
Okay.
like relievers. Who are you getting rid of first? Because there's a lot.
Trevor May, he's first one out
Okay.
the door.
Yeah.
He
That's
can go
the
be a
correct
Twitch
answer,
streamer
yes.
already. Just go be a Twitch streamer. That's the only thing you're good at. Next one out there is probably Joely, because I'm just sick and tired of walks.
Okay.
So he's the next man out. Then
You don't like walks?
Are we counting, Frank's favorite player and the other guys? Or are we just talking guys?
Well, the guys who are up
What?
right now. You don't like walks?
To the guys that are up right now. I guess after Joely would probably be Michael Gibbons. I just don't like this flippy floppy bullshit. Shouldn't have been the guy they got, but of course, Epidog's got to go Will Pond at the deadline and say, "Oh, here's a random Samuel Gonzalez, Brooklyn Cyclones legend." And then Lugo is off my get Lugo the fuck off this team list. He's actually pitched well and has a good ERA lately, so I'll keep him. He can stay for a little bit longer if he's going to be this Lugo. Otto obviously stays. That's really mean. Just May can just piss off. Just go be a Twitch streamer. That's what it is. He's just go be a Twitch streamer because you're not good at baseball. If you're just going to throw cookies down the middle. Joely because he's just annoying and doesn't throw strikes. And then I guess I can say Yohan Lopez because if somebody's still in the chat, it'll get somebody very upset. But he's probably went back to work. But Yohan Lopez definitely needs to get DFA'd.
I'm writing down like a projected bullpen for next year right now, and
Craig
I don't know
Kimbrell's
how this
set up Madison
sounds.
crazy next year.
I don't know how this sounds, but I'm gonna try and improvise. What do we got? Like 8 guys.
You got 8 spots. Yeah, you got 8
I'm gonna look at some free agent. I know one free agent that I do want to bring in, but
Dots
bring
on
in
lock
another
Shane
one.
John. He's just a white Joely Roger. See, there it is. I knew he's gonna be in there somewhere.
Yohan
Lock
Lopez.
St.
Is that who
John,
he's talking about?
Yohan Lopez. I love you. I got a Diamondbacks card of him. I found it. He's in the binder. Hopefully in September when I see him, I can get that signed. I'll mail it to you. I'll give it to you in person because I'm gonna see. Well, I'll see you.
Okay.
Lock St. John. Doesn't he have a walk problem too? Didn't he watch that one game where he just walked like 5 guys?
He may. I don't know. Again,
Remember watching when Beatty was there? It was Beatty, one of Beatty's last AA game. We were watching that shit, and then he just walked everyone.
I have no clue.
Let's see what else here. Should I really want to make
2
it.
spots left on this thing.
Just
I
give
don't
it
know
to
if there's
Chad Green
anything.
and Ken Giles. Just give it to Chad Green and Ken Giles. There you go. Wait a minute.
Chad
What was our
Green and
payroll?
Ken Giles.
Dude, Chad Green as an extra reliever. I'll take Chad Green.
I don't know if I
free.
want to add
nothing.
this guy. Okay.
Just checking if there's anything new on Twitter.
Okay. Oh, I forgot Miguel Castro. Okay.
Oh, fuck you.
Maybe
I'm bringing Rhino Hour back tonight.
Okay.
I think maybe another.
I'll bring in a lefty. This will be my lefty. I doubt this is they're
Andrew
gonna stack
Chafin?
all this
Be
on
opt
top
out of
of
that
each
option
other.
here?
Would be nice, wouldn't it?
He opts out of his option. $6 million.
And then I guess I'll add.
6.5 million. Oh, come on! If you're gonna do your shtick, do at least. Come on, you got an idea. You got a brain, son. I know you're not a GM.
I know what I
you know.
want here, but it's like, all right, I'll
Just
keep him here. Why not?
Just throw a foot. We're not doing the full thing until after the World Series. So just
Okay,
throw
so
some
here's the
bullshit
bullpen.
together.
Here's the bullpen that I just wrote down here. Okay, tell me if it's top 5. Tell me if it's top 10. If it's the worst bullpen of all time. So I'm bringing back Diaz, right? Okay. Obviously Drew Smith is going to probably come back.
Then why is he the second? Say it like how it's supposed to be: 9, 8, 7. That way. Don't just fucking throw names.
Okay, who cares? Who cares? I'm just listing off a bullpen. Dayoka, I think, will be up next year.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I have Corey Knievel.
Fucking
to bring him in. I like him. So
yeah, let's give him PTSD from hitting.
I did bring back Trevor Williams, but that's irreversible too. John Curtis, obviously. I have Medina. He's obviously got his options. And then my big free agent signing. My big free agent signing for the bullpen is Taylor Rogers.
That bullpen is
What'd you say to that?
It's just a younger version of this bullpen. It's not that good. I mean, you got Diaz, you got Rogers, I trust, but then no one else really. Dayoka is going to be young. You don't know what the hell he's going to be. You might like the upside, but you don't know.
Would you? Okay, so Diaz would get the 9th.
Yeah. And you put Rogers in the 8th, but then like you still got the question mark who's the 7th inning guy. Yes, you have like Curtis, you have Dayoka, but you got
is
a bunch
Dayoka
of
the 7th inning guy?
Of that crew, but again, now you're putting a kid you've never seen in the big league.
Knievel would probably be that 7th inning guy.
And dude, how the hell are we getting Kittredge? I would take Kittredge on a fucking heartbeat, but where the hell are we getting him?
Kittredge. Is he's available?
I mean, with Tampa Bay, you literally could trade for anybody on Tampa Bay, except you're gonna get probably killed in the
fleeced out the ass.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm trying to be more sensitive.
Kittredge is a free agent.
Is he?
I don't think he is.
I'm going on spot track. I thought he's
a free agent. Okay.
Nick Anderson. I thought Nick Anderson just got DFA'd. He got an option to AAA. I was about to say.
Interesting.
I'd jump on that if they want to trade him in the offseason. Jump on that.
So yeah, Taylor Rogers and Corey Knievel are the main additions I'm making. That's what I want to do.
What are we talking about, Andrew?
What do you want to do? Tell me what you want to do, and then we'll hop off.
I just want to check on Kittredge real quick. Kittredge has 2 more years. He's on ARB. He's not gonna be a free agent until 2025. Let me pull up the free agent. You know how I am. I'm always about building vets in the pen with short-term deals. Yes, incorporate some of the young guys, but let's go to bullpen arms. What we got here? Relief pitchers. This year's class is actually pretty good. Obviously, I'm not touching Chapman. I'm not touching Kimbrel. I mean, obviously, if you can try to keep Diaz for a reasonable price, I wouldn't mind jumping on.
I'm giving Diaz all of my money. That's what I'm doing.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not taking all of my money, but I'd try to sign him. I'm trying to think. I would jump on Fulmer for cheap. Again, he's one of the younger arms out there. I particularly like Chad Green as a.
Why does everyone like Michael Fulmer? Like, why does everyone like him? Why does everyone like Michael Fulmer? What is the big deal with him? Like, I don't get it. Like, I can't throw a strike. His stuff is mid. Like, who cares?
Because
who cares about this guy?
He's better than damn Miguel Castro.
He was rookie of the year after he traded from Sheffield.
And I want to win the
big MLB The Show car back in 2016.
He never had a good MLB The Show. I get
Like
teed off.
no one can. Like, dude, Michael Fulmer is not that good. Like it's.
But for a 7th, 6th inning guy, fine. He's better than what we had. Yeah, I would look again. I look back in the veteran conversation.
He ain't better than Knievel.
No, I would take him over. I would take him over.
I wouldn't.
Knievel's broken. He's done.
That's a fact.
He's done. That man is broken.
He's just always injured.
He's broken mentally and physically. I'd look at Robertson, and I would see what Ottavino if depending on how the rest of the season, I'd look at Ottavino if he wants to come back cheap. Robertson, 37, the veterans for 1-year deals. Again, if you're paying Diaz, I don't really want to put let's put $100 million in payroll into the bullpen. I don't want to do that, but you do need to work on the back end. So, let's say it's Diaz, Robertson, Rogers, because I think you need to add a legit 8th inning guy and 7th inning guy. Then you can incorporate Drew Smith. You asked what I'm doing, not what they're doing. You asked what I would do. That was the question.
Will they?
No, you asked what would I do. The question was what would I do.
No, I'm asking you. Will they?
What's going to happen?
Uncle Andrew, are they going to do it?
No, because they're cheap. But again, I'm looking. There's plenty of guys out there to fill that setup role that are better than what we have. But if Rogers is your 7th, then you put Robertson in the 8th, and then sign a guy like a Fulmer, Knebel, whatever to fill. And then you can use your Dielkas and Drew Smith if he's still here. Trade him back to Tampa Bay already.
Stop. No. Fuck Kenley Jansen.
No, and he's would be only good in the 9th inning, where Rogers can be used in the 8th. Same thing with Robertson. Robertson's better as a setup man.
Just because Jansen has good numbers against the Mets doesn't make him good.
I mean, saying if Gene Segura was here, he'd suck because he sucks. He's an average player against everybody else but the Mets. But again, there's ways they can do it. Maybe they trade. Maybe the Padres DFA Josh Hader in the offseason. Go crazy or whatever. But there's plenty of arms, and especially a bullpen. You can think of guys who suck this year are going to be godly next year, and you think guys you think are good this year and have been good will suck next year. It's a complete coin flip. So for me, I would just jump on a couple of veterans and try to incorporate Dielga, and if Drew Smith's here, or if somebody else shows you down something
too.
Depth. I mean, and get an actual number 1 lefty. So either Taylor Rogers, if Chafin opts out. Nah. I have an idea. It's a terrible idea. They're not going to do it because the wife beater. But if he's cheap, I mean, those 100. I need some more velocity in that pen. Just saying.
No. We like contact managers.
You know who I'm talking about.
He can't manage contact.
No, I like strikeouts. I'm tired of this Babbitt bullshit. Just guys that strike everybody out. Give me more of those guys.
I like strikeouts too.
Trevor May.
I like strikeouts too. But when they put the ball
Zach
in play,
Britton dead, by the way.
I need it.
And what happened?
Who? Who's dead?
It's like Zach Britton dead. Zach Britton.
Yeah.
Is he just dead?
Uh-huh.
Like, what the fuck happened to him? He was a free agent too. Like, what happened?
Jonathan Loaisiga's dead. Michael King's dead.
He's dead. I know Clay Holmes is now dead. Chapman's their closer again. Which again, if he's cheap, on a 1-year deal, I would risk it. Not more than 1-year deal, but it's better than Joely Rodriguez.
Again, pissed to shit, but no.
Good MLB The Show card though. I want that
don't
Mets
give
team
a
to
fuck.
get better.
I don't give a living shit, bro. I don't care. I literally don't care. I'm not taking that loser. I'm not taking him.
Stop 103.
Stop trying to pawn guys that can't throw a strike on my fucking bullpen. I'm done with it.
He throws 103.
Too many guys.
That's all I care about. So,
dude,
again, there's plenty. And this will be future. We'll break down guys more. We'll do more on research later in the offseason once we get there. The channel is going to be interesting. What the hell going until the playoffs? I think playoffs. We have content for the playoffs. It's just getting to the playoffs is going to be interesting. What we're going to do. Don't expect daily content. I would still expect 3 videos a week. I'd say that confidently we'll get 3 videos a week. Obviously, Frank's video on Sunday breaking down the whole week. Mets fan's going to start his analytical series or whatever. I'll think of something maybe. And then obviously if there was like a major injury and what happens next or stuff like that, we can think about. But I wouldn't expect everyday content. I think that was more the deadline where we had stuff to talk about every day. Now we're not a post games are on my channel, but we're not like a game recap crew. That's not our thing. Post games are on my channel. I thought about going live last night, but I'm just too tired of that crappy game, and I was in Springfield most of the day. So, again, expect content at minimum 3 videos a week. If we could think of something, we'll probably post more. But again, for weeks, it's probably Frank on Sunday. Me and him, he's going to have his now solo series going to start in the next couple of days. He'll get his first video out. And then again, if we think of something, maybe we'll make a Vientos video just because we're tired of Darren Ruff or stuff like that. Again, with this team, right now, there's nothing to talk about. Knowing this team in a couple of days, there'll be 5 things to talk about, and then we'll get videos. So just be patient. We're trying to figure some stuff out. We'll get some. Again, you'll get your videos on Sunday with Frank. You'll get Mets fans starting his series, and then we'll try to keep putting out stuff when there's stuff to be talked about.
Yeah, pretty much said what needs to be said. Yeah. Some stuff that'll be, out sprinkled throughout the week. And if not, we'll just do like an hour-long stream, talk to you guys, stuff like that. And that'll be it. We'll be live for Thursday. We'll, have some different stuff going on throughout, just kind of figuring everything out and, still have this whole formula that we're trying to currently dupe out. Still have tons of stuff that we're thinking about doing and some things that we will eventually see. But other than that, we're going to end it right here. Yeah, same. But we're going to end it right here. Guys, we'll see you guys on Thursday. I might go live tomorrow. It depends. Or I might go live Wednesday. I don't know. So we'll see what happens. But this team is currently, I don't know if I can say they're on fire, but they're in the driver's seat right now. They've gone through a lot of hardships so far this year, and, we're just going to keep going. 162-game season, as we've said. Scherzer takes the mound tonight against the Yankees. More craziness goes out, obviously, in the Subway Series. So, other than that, we will see you guys next time. EmpireSportsMedia.com for all the New York sports needs. All of our links are in the description for all of the members individually, including me, Andrew, Tony, Frank, all of that stuff in the description. You guys know the drill by now. Like this stream. It really helps out. But other than that, we'll see you guys next time. As we're making you dizzy, we'll see you. LFGM all, and we'll see you guys next time.